On this episode, Scott drops the first three subjects that we've had on the show before, and yet proves that he does not pay attention.
What Steve doesn't tell you is that all three of those came fresh out of the oven and they were so hot I couldn't hold on to them.
Okay. That's what it is.
Yep.
Do we talk about food?
Yes. I love talking about food.
Talk about Halloween candy.
Yeah.
We talk about Pop-Tarts.
Yes, we do.
What else do we talk about?
Well, we talk about something really, 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 really cool.
Sports?
Yes. With a big, ginormous game coming up on tomorrow.
Wow.
Football game. The football game with the Packers are going to come to Las Vegas, Steve.
And the worst part is this is the lead-in for the YouTube show, which is...
Oh, it's going to be past it already. Damn it. You just blew it for me.
Again.
Thanks, Steve.
Now 4 things that Scott does not pay attention to on the show.
You know what else I don't pay attention to? I don't pay attention to the laws that were once on the books.
So let's watch the show and see how many things that Scott does not pay attention to this week. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast that actually works, and a live Twitch stream.
And water coming out of Scott's head and smoke coming out of my head.
Oh, yes. You must have been thinking today.
We're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today, try to figure out what we know, what we don't know, and try and entertain you. The whole point of this show is to escape reality, escape what's going on in the real world, because you know what? What's going on in the real world sucks.
Mostly, yep.
So this is your chance to just decompress and be cool. So go down to whathappened.world. Scott's been fixing the webpage. Thank you, Scott, for doing that. The audio stream, the podcast stream is back posted up. Now we're going to start seeing if I can relink it, make sure that we're on Apple and Google Podcasts so we can switch it up. Because I'm not sure what name I have it registered under.
Me neither.
Registered under the Don't Know Show.
I believe so.
But we have that, and we're going to talk about the pictures behind us and what else has happened to us this week. So,
needle point thread.
Without further ado,
I do.
You do. I do.
Everybody do-dos, because if you don't do-do, you explode.
So let's talk about our pictures. You want to talk about my picture or your picture?
Well, I'm still in the shower, so we'll do yours first.
Okay. So, as you know, the Las Vegas Lights is a soccer team that I like going to the games.
Yep.
I have my picture with Dalai Lama.
The Dalai.
But I want to spin. I don't know which one I want to spin. But the last 2 games of the season are at the Las Vegas ballpark.
Isn't it cool?
It is cool. And as you'll see from when it starts, the smoke starts. They actually scored a goal. We lost the game. There it is. See?
There it is.
Colors, the pink, the yellow, and the blue.
Blue.
We scored a goal, but we lost 3-2. So, but it was cool. It was a nice night. It's still in the 80s here, so we're not having frost warnings and stuff like that. So it's
part of my subject. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Although the weather's been really crappy this year. I woke up like I feel like someone beat me up with a baseball bat on Friday.
Well, sorry. It was just a dream I had.
Yeah. You dreamed. Well, your dream affected me because it definitely.
Yep.
I was sore, and then the weather changed, and I wasn't sore. So remember the old farmers? Well, for those who don't know, I grew up in Chicago. Had a family, had a farm, and all the folks that live on a farm get this and know this. They go, "Oh, look, it's going to storm today because I can feel it in my bones, and look at the cows in the field." Well, I've gotten to that point now where I can feel it in my bones that I know when the weather's going to be bad.
You betcha.
And that's not fun.
Nope.
But
it is very convenient.
So that's what's going on behind me. But it looks pretty cool, right? Pretty nice.
Sure.
Nice stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be a smoke-free zone, but whatever.
It blew in front of me.
Okay.
Which in this case is behind me.
Just out of curiosity, where do the Raiders play?
At a football field called Allegiant Stadium.
Ooh. Is it like right next door?
No, this is in Summerlin, and Allegiant Stadium is down by the Strip, across the street, across 15 from Mandalay Bay. I've had pictures posted up on the show This is once again to prove that Scott does not pay attention to the show, but I actually had it as a background on one of the shows, and we talked about the picture. But again,
and
Scott,
all the other stadiums in the same area, and only one road going in and out,
and no parking lots.
Yep,
except for the casino parking lots. This is away from that, which is good. And since you brought up football, we're going to talk about football today.
Yes, because the Packers are going to be in Vegas
yeah,
tomorrow.
Monday night. Yeah, Monday Night Football.
Well, last Monday for Twitchers.
No.
I mean for YouTubers. Yeah. Tomorrow for Twitchers.
Yeah, for Twitch people tomorrow. So what's going on with the water behind you there? Why does it look so nice out? And yet you guys are having, it's going to snow tomorrow.
This picture is, there it goes.
It just jumped.
Yeah.
As you tried to look out of it, it jumped.
This picture was taken on Tuesday. Or this video was taken on Tuesday. It was 87 degrees on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yes,
but we knew what was coming. So I had to drain the pool. And this is how I drained the pool. It's pretty cool, right?
You like pee in the pool. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no pee in our ool.
Yes.
So, but anyway, yeah, this was kind of funny because I actually have a picture which I will send to you later of me in the pool, actually in the pool. It was that warm that I was able to go in the pool to do this.
Draining it.
What I was actually doing at the same time, because we had a cold snap and then it warmed back up. During the first cold snap, I turned the filter off because I didn't want to throw any more chlorine in there because I wanted the chlorine to go away before I drained it on the grass because chlorine is not good for plants. So unfortunately, it took me longer with all the shit going on to get to it. So I ended up having, it almost looked like a lake. There was so much algae in it. It was even floating in the water. So I had to go in the swimming pool. And
wow.
Yeah, well, we're talking 10 days, but still.
Yeah, it's colder. Algae likes the cold weather.
Right. It does. It doesn't go away until it freezes. Once it freezes, then the algae dies.
Got it.
So, but anywho's, I was in there vacuuming the pool for 3.5 hours while I was draining it at the same time. It was a brilliant idea. And even Susie goes, that looks great. But we ended up leaving 3 inches of water in the bottom because that's as low as I can go with the pump that I was using.
And there you go.
And guess what happened to the 3 inches of water?
It froze. So you had an ice skate.
No, it got moldy or algae again.
Oh, moldy algae.
So we did that today. We finished draining the pool today.
Well, that's cool.
So fall is officially here when the pool goes away. It's not quite totally gone, but all the water's out of it.
Yeah. That's
Tomorrow
nice.
I'll actually start folding it up and putting it away.
So what happened this week that you were so busy? You told me you would say during the show.
Well, remember I told you about my website issues?
Your website too?
My website's been down for almost a month.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's not good. I've managed to get a single page up there explaining to people about what happened. Yeah, my website's under construction. The company that I've used for 15 plus years decided to shut down, and they won't move my website because apparently the technology used to create my website not only is proprietary stuff, it's also outdated, and none of the new hosts can handle that particular programming stuff. Okay. So they sent me this basic program in order to build my website from. It's supposed to be really simple. No, it's not. It's a piece of shit. Also, I found out from a whole bunch of different people that is not a good thing.
Well, are you moving it to like a GoDaddy or something, or what are you going to do?
They moved me to, oh crap. What is it called?
Another company?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're the ones that gave me the website builder to host.
So it's not a WYSIWYG. It's not Wix or anything like that.
Well, see, STE got moved at the beginning of the pandemic, got migrated over to Vistaprint, which then became Wix Vistaprint. Okay. They merged. So my STE page was fine. So I called Wix up and says, hey, you moved my first website over. Can you move my second one over? He says, no, it's different than your first website. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense because, I made the second website much later or much earlier. What?
Yeah, it's just websites are not as easy as they should be.
No, they're not. So anyway, what I ended up doing during the week, because I had to get some people were calling me, says, "Are you out of business? Because your website's been down for a month." And I'm like,
great.
Did you read the problem that I'm having? I called a local company that specializes in website building. And I told him what I was going through. And he said, well, yeah, we can handle this. And he's going on of all the stuff they could do. And then he told me the price. And I'm like,
$500.
What was that?
$500 a year for hosting and then $1,000 to move the site.
Oh, no. I would have been happy with that. He starts at $7,500 and goes up to 15 grand.
That's a business website?
It is a business website, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because it's a business website, but it's
not it's a and then it's $2,500 a year to host it and to make changes for you.
Forget it. Just go to GoDaddy.
Well, hang on. Let me finish the story, Steve. You're jumping ahead. So he said, all right, I see what your problem is. You're obviously a small company. This is way out of your budget. And he gave me a contact in Elkhorn who was much more reasonable. And I called her. And their idea of reasonable was, $1,200 to put it together and then $1,000 a month to run it. Not a month, a year.
Well, that's why you think that the one that we have is so cheap. And I'm like, I pay through the nose for that.
Well, I was paying $225 a year for each of my websites, right? Yeah. And that was when it was with Webs. And it was awesome. It did everything I needed to do. Right. If I needed to make a change, I could literally 2:00 in the morning, I just come up to my office, click. 3 minutes later, that change is done and already posted.
Right, because you're using a WYSIWYG generator.
Right. So what I ended up doing was when I got so frustrated, I went to Wix and signed up for a free website with Wix to see what I can do with it. And it is so similar to Webs. I'm like, okay, it's a little different, but it works pretty much the same way. I can figure this out. I've got half of a website built. But I can't finish it because in order to do the things that my site needs to do, I need to be a premium member. I got to pay, right? Which I don't mind doing because that's what I was doing. But before I pay them, I want to make sure that it'll do what I needed to do. So tomorrow I got to make phone calls and talk to somebody and say, this is what I need. If I upgrade to premium, is this going to do what I needed to do? Plain and simple.
Yeah, cool.
If it does, I'm going to switch over.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
But hey, a month, that's not too long for a website to be down, is it?
Yeah, whatever. No, it always scares me with these hosting companies.
Well, the one thing, and here's the part that really was frustrating. The lady that I was talking to that was less expensive did nothing but badmouth Wix. And it's like, when I did some research, Wix is the number one out there.
That's all they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because it's got all this stuff that people need to go and they do it themselves. And but you just need a stable place to host your pages.
That's it.
That's the problem.
Yep. And I need to be able to access that. And she said she'd teach me how to do that, blah, 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 blah. Oh.
Yeah.
Now. And of course she wanted to use WordPress.
Yep. That's what we use.
Yep.
WordPress is great. WordPress will do everything you want to do. It's the best program out there. Unfortunately, it's also the highest maintenance.
Yes.
So if you want to spend a lot of time doing all the maintenance, then great, keep going. But otherwise, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I have nothing else to do all day. So I should have probably done that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why our webpage at whathappened.world has been screwed for so long.
Yeah.
And all it needed was the upgrades to be done and bring it back up.
Yeah. Go finger.
Yeah. So cool. So what else you got? Anything else?
No, time to get to the actual official subjects.
Okay. So NFL. I know you know a lot about football.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
And I know you know a lot about what's going on in the NFL right now.
Yes.
So today, Kansas City was playing the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Now, I know
makes sense.
You know where the Minnesota Vikings are.
Yep. They're in Twinkieville.
Right. And you've heard about who Travis Kelce is dating?
Yes.
Because you're in the music.
Yes.
Who is that?
Taylor Swift.
So what do you think all the news was leading up to the game?
Let me guess, because the game is really important. They were probably talking about all the plans that they have to make the game work smoothly and everybody working together. No, they talked about Taylor Swift.
Will Taylor Swift be at today's game to watch Travis Kelce play? So Peggy came up with an awesome joke because during the game, the announcers got on the TV, right? And they announced, it is official. Taylor Swift is not at the game. And immediately 50,000 viewers switched off the game.
There you go.
That's Peggy's joke. I thought that was pretty funny.
But you know what's funny about that? I don't know if you heard, but the second game that they did see her at, something like over 1 million viewers were watching.
Well, that's why the joke is funny. That's why it's a good joke.
It's true. Well, everybody knows that for a joke to be funny, a little bit of truth makes it funnier.
Yeah, but that was Peggy came up with that.
Yep.
Who claims to be the funniest person in our family.
Okay. She might be.
It's a claim.
Yeah.
You can claim that.
Yep. Yep.
So that's one rule I've already broken.
Okay.
About football. Now I'm going to talk politics.
3 weeks in a row, Steve. 4 weeks in a row.
I couldn't pass this one up.
It's not even politics season.
Something very tragic happened. Commander is no longer allowed at the White House.
Nope. Yep.
Joe Biden's dog, Commander, has been moved out of the White House after biting one too many people.
Yes. Yeah, and it wasn't just one. Trust me, it was not just one.
Okay, so it's a 2-year-old German Shepherd, and the funny part is there's even footage of there was a tourist videotaping in the yard.
Yep.
And they saw Commander go up and lovingly bite the Secret Service agency, and the spray of blood was lovingly cleaned up. But whatever. But right. Yeah. So apparently, this isn't the first dog either that they've had that's bit people. What is going on with that?
I have a sneaking suspicion it is a lot to do with. All right, dogs are protective of their owners, right?
Sure.
Okay. When an owner, God, I hate to say this, but this is what I'm thinking. When an owner has high stress levels, the dog becomes high stressed.
Right, because they pick up. Caesar Milan does it. You know who Caesar Milan is, right?
Isn't he got the casino in downtown?
The dog whisperer.
There's a dog whisperer?
The dog whisperer. Dude. Caesar's Palace. No, Caesar Milan.
I remember a cat whisperer and a horse whisperer, but I don't remember a dog whisperer.
Seriously. You don't know, you've never heard of this guy. Caesar's Way, Caesar's Dog Training. Let's see.
No, don't know him.
Never heard of this guy?
Nope.
He's got a show on National Geographic, and he goes there and he talks about his pack dogs. And
okay.
Okay, again, proving that Scott does not listen to the show when I talk. I went to his show when he was here in Las Vegas, and I used a picture of him and his dogs on stage as one of my backgrounds for one of the shows.
Oh, I thought it was a circus.
So that just proves that you don't pay attention to this show.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
That's two that I've used as backgrounds and talked about. They go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Steve is clueless.
Oh, look. They should have hired Caesar Milan. Staying on his page. My dog bite me. Now what?
Bit me.
No matter how close you are to your dogs, sometimes the unexpected can happen and your dog bites you. So now what? You can read more right there. See, that's all they had to do.
Yep. But actually, they took him to obedience training and stuff like that, and apparently he still does it. So that's why.
Well, you do know that the obedience training for the dog is not for the dog there. You know how to do it. It's for the owners.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite things about when Caesar does everything with the dogs. Yeah. He walks in and immediately the dog is fine. And sometimes he does need to take the dog with him and introduce him to his pack. And then his dog gets into the pack, and he does pack training, right?
Right.
And it's kind of funny. So, but yeah, so poor Commander. So Commander is now living on a farm. I hope not. Where's Commander? Oh, they sent him to a farm. You know that old joke, right? When you were a kid growing up and your pet was gone.
No.
Where's my dog? Oh, you've never heard that where people say that?
Whenever you go to the farm, it's for the daughter.
What?
It's always for the farmer's daughter that you get sent to the farm. It's kind of like the Mustang Ranch.
You're a little kid and your dog's really old.
Didn't have a problem.
And then one day your dog's not there anymore and your parents would go.
We didn't lose our dog till I was already 20 something.
Go, your dog is at and we sent him off to a farm, and he's living his rest of his life out on that farm. Really?
Yeah. Had goldfish die. Had Mises die. Yeah.
Did they send them off to the farm?
No.
Flush the goldfish down the toilet?
Yes. And the Mises got buried in the yard.
You're weird.
Weird.
But yeah, so that's kind of sucks.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Poor dog. I don't understand the whole having a pet at the White House anyways, because people think that the president should have a pet.
Correct.
But, I mean, that's not fair to the dog. The guy's traveling all the time. The family's going. That's really bad for people who have pets and they're always never home. Yeah, they're always never home. That's the Department of Redundancy Department. That's government speak.
Yeah. Now, of course, if he had a teacup dog that could stick in his breast pocket while he's out doing stuff, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, take it with everywhere.
Sure.
Although you can't take dogs to different countries. There's certain countries they got to quarantine them and stuff like that before you bring them in.
You bet. Unless you're filthy rich and have your own plane and you pay off the right people.
Yep. So let's not talk politics anymore.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Las Vegas Sphere.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I vaguely remember something that was being built, and I'm trying to remember what it was for.
Okay, folks, number 3 on the show.
Yep,
I actually had a picture of the sphere behind me.
I remember that.
During one of the shows.
Built. It wasn't done yet.
Oh, it was done, and they were projecting stuff on it.
No, you said they still had to do stuff.
No, it was completely built, and it was actually lit up and going, and it was just before the U2 concert.
Well, that's what it was being built for, but I'm sure
no, it wasn't. No, it was not being built for the U2 concert.
Well, it's built for a lot of stuff, but they had to have it done for that.
Well, no, they didn't have to have it done for them either. U2 is the band that suddenly shows up for being the first of everything. So they were just the first act booked into it. Okay. And I'll tell you what, the amount of videos that went up on YouTube of the opening day and the YouTube concert, dude, there are the 400 seats, which is the top section. You are so far away, you can't even see the stage.
Right.
Like if they didn't have a screen. So, but the Sphere is the largest sphere-shaped building in the world. It's 366 feet tall and 516 feet wide at its widest point. How many people do you think sitting there?
Probably none. They probably all stand.
Well, they have a standing room too, but you stand down by the stage, but seating.
I say 65,000.
No, surprisingly not. Remember, it's only half full because the other half is the stage and the large screen. So the screens are all on the inside, on the stage side, and all the way around on the outside. It is 17,500 seats.
Wow.
Which you can do to 20,000 when you had the people standing in there. But there are 23 VIP suites, and that's kind of cool.
Damn, that is a lot of money for something that doesn't even hold, 50,000 people.
Yeah, like the Allegiant Stadium, which you talked about earlier, where the Raiders play, is 26,000, which is the smallest you can be and still host a Super Bowl, which we are hosting this season, which will be in 2024. But the LED, the wraparound LED canvas, is got 268 million video pixels.
That's a lot of pixels.
It doesn't really help because it'd be cooler to see that, but yeah, they got a lot of speakers behind all that too. So the speakers are pre-built behind the screen, kind of like when you go to IMAX.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's almost like having surround sound.
But yeah, so let's see if I can bring this picture up. This is the Instagram picture here. So there's the sphere. Now you're looking at it and looking towards the, so this is actually inside. They got like a superimposed of the inside.
Okay.
But this is up in, you're not quite in the forest section, but you see a little square down there?
Yes.
That's the stage. So the top part, this is the inside, looking down on the people in there. And a little square, that's the stage. But this is the outside, and you're looking at the strip. That's the Venetian, actually, the Palazzo and the Venetian that you're looking at there. That's the high roller, you can see there. But yeah, it costs
$50,000 a day. Wow.
On an ad.
And people wonder why everything costs so much.
Here is
That's it. They only have 2 things on there. But yeah. And I have a great view from of it from my house. I can actually walk down, look down Las Vegas Boulevard across the airport, and I can see it. Nothing obscures my view.
Interesting.
Because of the angle everything is set on. So
Queens, take a picture of it.
But I wouldn't want to put that up behind me on the screen because then you wouldn't know about it.
Do it next week. I will.
But you've performed.
It's been a while.
But you've performed in front of 17,000 people, right?
Technically, yes.
So I was figuring you could get your own sphere, and then you could perform and say that you've performed for the sold out sphere.
Ooh.
Right? And you know what sphere I'm talking about, right?
Oh.
Remember those?
Yeah, I remember those.
I don't know if they have any of those in Bayou in Wisconsin, but yeah, you buy one of those and you can perform at that. And then you go, yep, you put one person in there and you perform for it. You go, I performed for a sold out sphere. Right. I performed at the sphere and it was sold out.
Woohoo.
Right? No.
Maybe. No. I might do that.
Okay. They're pretty expensive though.
Yeah, but I would assume there's places where you could rent them.
$1,000 or whatever. There's different places you could go ride in them.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And you got to put a little bit of water inside of them too. So it just slide. Otherwise, it's not a very comfortable ride going down all the
I kind of thunk that you were sort of like strapped in one spot and you didn't move.
No, you is there a video? Where did I find a video? Photo gallery. Let's go
to the
Absorb, and I'll search for videos here. Seriously? Absorbs. And I'll go videos. And I'll go here. Music.
Dead air because he's taking too long to find what he's looking for. I hate when he does that because then if I start talking, he'll just go right over me.
What?
What? Oh, look, it's a sphere race.
Yeah.
Or a Zorb race. That's it. Absorb race.
So there's 2 people in that one. See how they're staying towards the bottom of it?
Yeah, I see that.
They're going slow. Hi, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that one's boring. Oh, that guy got stuck. He's flipping it over in it. Oops.
Yeah. Got to be an interesting experience.
Yeah. Oops. See, here's a guy with the water inside. So you can, oh, really? A commercial? 3, 2, 1, skip. Caterpillars were professionally trained. Come on, get to the riding the damn thing. This looks like the same park.
Pretty much.
Yeah, see, there they are putting the water inside.
Yep.
They didn't show that in the other video.
Right.
There you go. See? The water's a better idea. Oh, lost your camera and get run over. But yeah, you see? So otherwise you don't slide. Then that would be bad.
Well,
so, yeah,
with water. Use vegetable oil.
Yeah. And wash that off. I don't think so.
There you go.
So yep. So there's the Zorb.
Tube of KY.
So kind of interesting.
Sure.
That, that's going on. And
I'd do it.
Other stuff is going on.
After all, I rode the Surf Rider or whatever on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Cool.
Lost my trunks.
You lost your trunks? Seriously?
What I understand, about like 1 in 6 people have a piece of bathing suit come off. Mostly the girls lose their tops. But,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so going on to the 4th subject that you don't know anything about, baseball.
Okay.
Do you know what's going on currently in baseball?
I know that the Brewers got shut out and the champion right off the bat, which just blew everybody's mind.
It was the wild card, but it's called the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, do you remember all the controversy with the one team stealing the signals from the catcher?
Yes.
When they had to run around second, banging garbage cans and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, there's a Phillies pitcher by the name of Greg Kimbrel.
Okay.
He does not like when there's somebody behind him stealing the signals from the catcher. So how do you get the person off of second base so they can't steal the signals?
Beating him with a ball?
No. You hit the batter with a pitch and he gets first base. But how do you get the guy off a second?
Let him get the third.
Right. How do you let him get the third, though, and not get home? How can you control that? This is baseball IQ of 1,000. It's called a balk.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
When you do a balk, it will force the person to do. So here he is in the postgame. There's a runner on second, batter up.
Yep.
I forget what the score is. They're winning, so it doesn't matter if this guy advances. There's 2 outs, right? Watch this. This is classic. Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay, there's so much going on in this this video. It's not even funny. So first off, you see what did you see what he was saying to the umpire? Watch.
Yeah.
You can't see his words. He goes, "That's a balk." So then the umpire goes, "Oh yeah, that's a balk." Okay, move from second to third.
Yeah, that's good.
Isn't that funny though?
Yeah.
Now you know what he's saying. He's like, "That's a balk." And then the umpire goes, "Oh yeah."
I love it.
Isn't that funny?
Yep. Because when I was a pitcher, I accidentally did that, and I didn't have a clue there was a problem with it.
But that's beautiful. That's just so. And he's like, "Okay, go to third." And then he ended up. I don't remember if the guy hit to get out or whatever. But they got that guy out of the inning, and they won the game.
There you go.
How clever is that?
I
mean, I love knowing that that's what he said to the umpire, and then seeing the umpire's reaction.
Yeah.
He throws the ball down. Everybody's just looking. He's like, "That's a balk." Because normally the umpires are also happy, like, balk.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, that's the first time you just clipped out.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Ah. Well,
So it's definitely a volume.
I don't normally yell. I'm normally loud, but I don't normally yell. So that's good.
So now we know what it is. I got to see if I get. Well, is it just no? That's just on my end. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's probably some clipping on the program.
Could be.
But I just thought that was. I thought that was awesome. Is what I thought it was.
I concur.
That's what I really. I mean, it's just to see the picture go. Hello. Hello. There's 4 U umpires. Well, actually, during playoffs, there's 6 umpires.
Oh, yeah.
There's 6 U umpires here. Is somebody going to call this? That's a balk. So I just thought that was funny.
You going to call?
I just thought it was funny. Yeah, when the pitcher calls himself on it.
Perfect.
So I see you did our genuine positivity message.
Sweetly did.
And you did it with Halloween coming up.
You know why?
Because Halloween's coming up?
Exactly. See, I knew you were smarter than the average bear.
Then we're going to have to do a story on Halloween candy.
Ooh.
And see if you agree with it. I was actually surprised.
Me too.
So.
Okay.
And if we get to the last one, there are some laws that are still on the books in some states. I don't remember what state it was, but it's against the law to go to a meeting in a costume.
Really?
Yeah, if we get to the story. Well, I'll make sure we get to the story.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty funny. So now Scott will leave and Funguy the Entertainer will show up. And he will give us our genuine positive.
Hi, I'm Funguy the Entertainer.
Yay!
Halloween is approaching, and soon there will be ghosts, goblins, witches, and monsters going door to door looking for treats. Princesses, rock stars, firemen, and comic heroes, all with buckets or bags, hoping to get filled with goodies. The parade of costumes is a sight to behold, but best of all, when the kids go to sleep, Mom and Dad can raid the stash.
I like the kids to come up with the pillowcases.
Yes, because they're much larger.
Or I like the kids who have the parents are holding the pillowcase and they got the little buckets. So it looks like they only have a little bit of candy.
Right.
Oh, you only have a little bit of candy. Here, have some more. And then they go take it and they dump it in the big bag that Mom and Dad are holding. They go up to the next door. I don't have any candy yet. Can I have some extra?
Right.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
So, yep, Halloween's coming. But it's on Tuesday this year.
Yes.
Now, do you get trick-or-treaters?
No.
Because you're right by the bar.
Yeah.
So you probably get people that get puke in your yard.
I'm going to say there are 2 houses in this entire area that have kids.
So you just walk over to their house and give them a candy bar each?
Yeah. Now
you remember it's reverse trick or treat. Trick or treat. Here you go.
You remember how carried away we got at the old house?
Oh, dude. Well, we lived in neighborhoods.
Yes. Well, I mean, I set up my DJ system in the bushes.
Right.
I had a Grim Reaper's costume where I stood on a chair and the rows were so long it made me look like it was over 8 foot tall. I had a wireless headset underneath the mask, and I had spooky music playing. I had a smoke machine. We had a full graveyard in our yard.
Scared the kids, yeah.
When the kids would, and I wouldn't move, I'd just stand still. And then as they come up, I would start to talk. And I had my karaoke mixing board, which meant I could change the pitch. I can't even do it without that.
Well, yeah, because you don't have the board.
Right. I had the echo on, so it really sounded freaky scary. And I go, "What are you children doing coming here? Are you trying to steal my food?" You know, and some of them would literally scream and run away. And I would say, "No, you guys are chicken shit. He's not real." Because I still haven't moved. I've only talked, right?
Right.
And then they come up, and then I move. And then those kids scream and run away.
Yeah, now you get punched or shot, so you can't do that anymore.
I can't, shit, there's so much you can't do anymore. But we actually had, after the 3rd year of doing this, we had the police department come over to our house. And they gave us a special sign to put in our door saying safe place.
Nice.
Well, you know how active I used to be in the chamber. So they all knew me. and they knew I'm an entertainer and they knew everything I was up to, and they didn't want people to freak out. So, but
well, that too, and the fact that
we just love coming here and watching you do this.
Oh, that's cool. Like I said, you can't do that anymore.
No. But yeah, we moved to this new house. We set everything up. I mean, just like normal, set everything up. The full graveyard, the speaker, the whole shot. I stood out there and nobody showed up.
That's what we're worried about. Nobody's going to show up. I mean, we're in a neighborhood, but we don't get that many trick-or-treaters, and it being a Tuesday night and then us getting home late. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
They usually switch it to the weekend for trick-or-treating, but not all.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello. I'm still here. Are you still here?
Yeah. What are you going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Like trick-or-treating. You said you still like trick-or-treating.
No, I said that most of the trick-or-treating is still done on the weekends. But one or two of the communities in this area do use Halloween itself.
Yeah. I think we're Halloween, so I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Halloweeny.
But this year, according to the National Retail Federation, they track how much candy and Halloween purchases there are each year, right?
Okay.
So this year, for 2023, we are projected to spend a record $12.2 billion on Halloween purchases.
Yep.
$12.2 billion on Halloween purchases. Of that, $3.6 billion will be spent on candy. And they got it narrowed down so much that they know the number one, the most popular candy purchased by state.
Right.
So based off of that, here's what they say are the most popular candies in each of these areas. And I don't know if it's still true. And I don't know if it's because they're just the cheapest to buy or people really like these. Because I think it's cheaper to buy than it is people like this, because here's their summary. Montana loves Twix. Michigan is Starburst. And Illinois is Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
Really? Isn't that weird?
Not really.
So I'm going to share it so we can just cherry pick off of the list here and not really go through all of them. But take a look at the candies there and tell me, I mean, I don't know if you see it in your face, but like Skittles, Twix, Hershey's, Butterfinger.
Okay. First of all, I do not understand Arizona with that heat having chocolate kisses.
Right? Hershey Kisses, right?
Yeah.
California's M&M's. M&M's pretty popular. I agree with that.
Yep.
Milky Way. I've never been a big Milky Way fan either. More of a Snickers. And yet, look.
Yep.
Look, no Snickers. Look, Snickers isn't even on the list here. Look.
I find that hard to believe.
Look, no Snickers. I don't need a commercial. So I think it's more of what they sell in the packages, and is why that the numbers go up, because they've got the mini Snickers that they sell during this, but yeah, right. So no Snickers, really? Milky Way, Almond Joy, okay. Sour Patch Kids, obviously Sour Patch Kids because there are a few places,
right? And peanut butter cups are also big.
Yeah, so Reese's Cups, yep, I'm with that. Jolly Ranchers, the Hershey mini bars, yes, definitely. Oh, there's Snickers, Idaho. I got to go to Idaho to get my stickers.
Buttville.
There you go. Starburst, Reese's Cups, M&M's, Reese's Cups, Lemon Heads. I like Lemon Heads. I don't know if that's something I would give away. I guess they come in little boxes, right?
They come in little boxes. That is correct.
Yeah, but Butterfinger and Starburst, hot tamales, yeah.
Hang on a second. Don't go too far because you already passed it. Go back up to Las Vegas or Nevada. I'm sorry. Nevada was right there. I saw it. There it is.
It's right here.
Hershey's mini bars, just what you said.
Again, the chocolate, yeah.
Yep. I can't wait to see what Wisconsin says.
Look, Tootsie Pops.
Finger, yes, I go with that too.
You go with what for Wisconsin? Butterfingers?
Fingers, any day. It's here. Reese's, my number one for Wisconsin, I agree with being Butterfinger. Number two, I'm gonna have to say the Sour Patch Kids are very popular. And then Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yeah, Florida's Reese's Cups.
Yeah.
But it's a weird selection as far as I'm concerned. Like the hot tamales, I agree. But, New Mexico and Minnesota.
I used to never like hot tamales. Now I love those damn things.
But I like blow pops. But I'm surprised it's blow pops and not the Tootsie Pops as much.
Right.
You know? I'm surprised blow pops actually won out somewhere. So it makes me wonder if the manufacturers have the plants in those areas.
Could be.
And that's where, you know, instead of shipping it around, they just ship it there.
Sure.
So, look at that's hilarious. The Onion, ex-boyfriend of Taylor Swift, gives advice to Travis Kelce.
There you go.
That's funny.
I always love the articles from them. They make everything humorous.
He'll just be ready to be in one of her songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that was the list. I found that, you know, blow pops.
Yep.
I was surprised to see blow pops in Ohio.
I'm
like I said, they must
see. I haven't seen a blow pop in probably 40 years.
You don't go hang out at the gas station and look in the candy aisle.
That's true. I don't.
Every candy aisle and every what the heck? And every candy aisle and every store.
Convenience store. Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where are we at?
Well, you're in Las Vegas. I'm in Dallas.
Should we stay foods? What kind of time do we have left? Let's stay foods.
Okay.
So Pop-Tarts. Do you like Pop-Tarts? Did you ever get Pop-Tarts for Halloween?
No.
I have. I've been to houses that give away Pop-Tarts.
Okay. Technically, they're supposed to be slightly healthier than candy, but
are they? I didn't know that's
why. Not a lot. They can't be, but still.
I didn't know that's why they're giving away.
I believe there's some nutritional value to it versus just sugar.
So there's a very unique reason that Pop-Tarts are packaged in twos. Now, do you eat both Pop-Tarts or do you eat one Pop-Tart?
Well, I usually just eat one as a dessert.
Right, just one Pop-Tart.
Right.
So what do you do with the other Pop-Tart? Now the bag's open.
Put it in a plastic baggie.
Yeah, you put it in another bag, right?
Yep.
So that kind of seems like a waste because I know a lot of people only eat one of the Pop-Tarts.
Right. Although I do know the reason that there's two.
Okay, why?
Because most toasters have two slots.
No. That is not the reason there are two.
Sure it is.
No,
it's the only thing that makes sense.
You want to bet? After I give you my reason, you'll go, oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Nope, it can't. Because mine makes the most logic.
When they first made them, they did not know how popular they were going to be. So they didn't want to recreate a machine and use twice as much wrap to wrap them individually. So they wrapped them in 2-packs. And they never, ever did that.
I thought 2-pack was a rap guy.
No, they I don't know if you saw that in the news, but there's an indictment on his murderer finally. But 60 years ago, had nothing to do with proportions. The Pop-Tart brand stated this. When the first flavors of Pop-Tart were released in 1964, strawberry, blueberry, apple, currant, and brown sugar cinnamon, the packaging machines were expensive, resulting in hefty upfront costs. So, to be economical about their investment, the company decided to package the product in twos at the start. And this is actually explained in a book, Better Than Homemade, Amazing Foods That Change the Way We Eat Food.
Okay, cool beans.
To package them singly would have required twice as many machines, and Kellogg's did not want to invest in a lot of machines until they knew how the product would sell.
Right. Now they got millions of machines because they sell bazillions of them.
Right. But they never changed. So.
Why change what works?
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
I'm laughing on the inside, Steve.
So. There you go. So no.
My way's still correct.
Well, I appreciate that. Is this where you stole your joke from?
I stole a joke?
Uh-huh.
Welcome to our ool. There's no P in it. Let's keep it that way. That is correct.
That is where you stole it from.
Well, not from there, no.
Oh, well, you have seen that before.
Yes.
No comments?
I like it.
Okay. Not gonna read it? Okay.
We're doing this now. I thought you just saw that when you were doing your other thing.
No, I changed subjects, but I just segued straight into it.
Yeah,
but
no, you didn't even segue.
You don't pay attention to our show.
Yeah, please do not enter the dangerous area beyond this gate. You quite possibly will get hurt. Then you will sue. Then a protracted court battle will ensue, exhausting your financial resources, and you will lose because this sign that warned you will be exhibit number 1.
Yep.
Helicopter operating area, danger, keep out. Why would that be dangerous? Is there life after death? Trespass here and find out.
Oh, that one's funny.
Guns don't kill people. Dads with pretty daughters kill people.
Oh,
jail cell. Yes. We do not serve women at this bar. You must bring your own. See, now that's really logical.
Yep.
There
you go.
Our beer is colder than your ex's heart. Aha. Oh no. You get free wireless internet because they have nachos as big as your ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh my God. Here's the Texas food pyramid.
I like how the steak is shaped like Texas, too. That's funny. Steak at the top, chicken fried steak and Mexican food next, barbecue and tacos next, and at the very bottom, pecan pie and bluebell.
Bluebell ice cream. There you go. This is you.
I'm a second-head vegetarian. Cows eat grass. I eat cows.
That's 100%.
That perfect sense to me, too. These are trucks. This is an SUV with a birth defect. Okay. Ouch. Speed limit, 80 or 85, maybe 90, but don't go 100.
Read the bottom. I just cleared.
The sign tells you the facts, gives you the option.
No. You didn't read the last line of the sign.
Okay, what the heck? It's Texas. There we go.
Never mind. Timing's everything. There you go.
Texas, Europe size comparison. Texas has got most of Europe in it.
Yeah.
A crash course in Texas weather. Hot, hotter, dry, arid, humid, sticky. The four seasons are January, fire hazard. Summer, bigger fire hazard. Summer are really big fire hazard. And Christmas, back to a small fire hazard. Welcome to Laredo, where everybody knows everybody and the weather is bipolar. I actually have a friend that lives in Laredo, and that's pretty much what they say about the weather there.
Well, you just say, you know, like the weather, stick around 10 minutes. It'll change.
Oh, hopefully that's you, not me. You just went robot-y.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you. Your internet's going wonky again.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, hopefully you.
God is now the host. Wow, that was weird.
That was really weird.
It dropped weird. It dropped it. You came back. I didn't have to re-answer or anything. So
yep.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but that was cool. So I just stopped to share because we're coming up on the end of the show anyways. And we needed to do what as our last?
Hang on. I'm trying to make sure we are recording.
It says
we're streaming. They're recording up there. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it still says we're recording.
Okay. All right.
So the last one was the laws.
The law.
And again, we'll
I'll be back.
What do you mean you'll be back?
He's the law.
Where are you going?
He's the law.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that was Judge Dredd was the law.
Right. Exactly.
3 years in jail for stealing my what?
Knows. But here. So this one, unfortunately, was repealed. But jumping off a building is punishable by death in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job, New York. Tight skin clothes is banned. The topless is fine. Again, New York. That one's still on the books.
Yep.
Storefronts can't hypnotize passerbys in Washington. You can't buy a mattress on Sunday in Washington State. Who knows? Pouring salt on highways for most of Beach, California. Who cares? Can't bother lizards in city parks. Fresno, California. Swearing during a round of mini golf can get you a ticket in Long Beach, California.
Ooh, cool beans.
You can only take an elephant for a walk if it's on a leash. You can, here you go. But again, California, you may not wear cowboy boots unless you own 2 cows.
I like it.
It's so stupid. Christmas lights after February. Okay. This is now, okay. You can't have 2 kids out of wedlock. This is in Mississippi.
Right.
When do you think they enacted this law?
Probably like 100 years ago.
How about
really?
2013? Yeah. That's so stupid. Okay, here's the one I was talking about for Halloween. That's why I wanted to do that one. You can't come to a meeting in a costume. North Carolina, 1953. It was because of Ku Klux Klan stuff. Can't eavesdrop. Can't be an astrologer. There you go. You can't kill anything on Sundays besides raccoons in Virginia.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Raccoons are actually pretty nice.
Okay.
Warning, Bigfoot area. Stay on marked trails. There you go.
You can't kill Bigfoot.
Okay,
In
no.
Washington State, you can't kill Bigfoot. No skiing while you're under the influence. Makes sense. Can't steal crawfish. Okay. Can't swear in public. Rockville, Maryland. Still on the books. $100 fine. Can't eat fried chicken with a fork and a knife out of Gainesville, Georgia.
That's just freaky.
Adults can't wear masks in public in Florida in 2011. Very weird. Can't whisper in church. Can't set off stink bombs, South Carolina, among other states. Okay. Seriously, dude? You can't walk down the street if you're ugly.
Oh, 1867.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's still on the books. Or is it? No, the law is no longer enforced, but I guess it's still on the books. Can't hawk on Sunday. So there's a joke that goes with that. Did you hear the joke about that? 3 nuns go up to heaven, and St. Peter says, "Okay, sisters, welcome to heaven. Just know that you cannot step on ducks." I'm like, okay, fine. So they walk in, but there's ducks everywhere. And the first nun walks up and she accidentally steps on a duck. St. Peter comes over and handcuffs her to the ugliest man you've ever seen. He goes, because you stepped on a duck, you have to spend the rest of eternity handcuffed to this ugly man. Ah, great. So a week goes by and the other nun steps on a duck and goes, man. And sure enough, St. Peter shows up, sister, handcuffs the ugly guy to her and says, because you stepped on a duck, you have to have this ugly man handcuffed to you for the rest of eternity. She's like, damn. So the third sister's being really careful. Third nun's super careful. Months go by and she doesn't step on a duck. All of a sudden, St. Peter shows up and handcuffs this gorgeous man to her. And she looks at him and goes, oh my God, can you believe this? He goes, yeah, I know. I stepped on a duck.
Yep. I saw where I was going halfway through, but I didn't want to ruin your delivery.
Ruin it. Here's one. I don't know why it has to be a law. Can't drive blindfolded.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be repealed soon.
Can't let your doggy sleep in the bathtub.
Which
Can't
is
keep
silly.
a couch on a porch in Colorado. If a pickle doesn't bounce, you can't sell it in Connecticut. Here you go. Here's another one. It's against the law to put a coin in your ear in Hawaii. Underage culinary students can drink in Illinois. Okay. I guess the Indianapolis 500 don't want the horses being fast. Can't ride a horse faster than 10 miles an hour.
Okay.
Okay. If you're going to put a limit on it, Kentucky, okay. You can't marry the same man 4 times.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
You can't surprise someone with a pizza in Louisiana. Okay. You can't park in front of a Dunkin' Donuts in Maine. It's still on the books. Can't tell fortunes without a license in Massachusetts. You can't serve margarine without consent. In Wisconsin.
Yep.
In Wisconsin. Despite attempts to repeal the law in 2011, the margarine ban sticks. Stuck. Look at that. It's still on the books in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Can't sell a car on Sunday in Michigan. Can't have muddy tires.
Can't sell them in Wisconsin either.
Can't wrestle a bear. Can't wrestle a bear. Okay. You will lose. Can't keep a pet rat. Poor
no, it's all because of one man.
Can't sit on a sidewalk. What?
Daniel Boone.
What?
He wrestled bears.
Okay. Can't take seaweed from the beach. You can't vote if you're an idiot in New Mexico.
Too late.
Idiots. How? They reversed the ban. How do you prove he's an idiot? You can't wear a bulletproof vest while committing a crime in New Jersey. So can't drink and play bingo. Not kind of.
That's because most bingo is done in a church.
In Vegas, you can. You drink in church. Body of Christ. Here's the blood, wine. You can't trip a horse in Oklahoma.
Tip. Can't tip a horse.
Oh, tip? No.
Oh, it is trip. They used to do horse tipping.
I'm going to stay with what I said.
Okay.
Okay. Can't sleep in a cheese factory, South Dakota.
Okay.
Can't share your Netflix password, Tennessee. Netflix doesn't want you sharing it anywhere. So, okay. And you can't build a large building without displaying art in Wyoming. Weird.
Yeah.
So those are some weird laws. I just wanted to get it in there because of the Halloween one.
I get it.
So with that, I think you misspelled the word of the week.
I don't think so.
No, I think so. I think it's supposed to be SH. There's supposed to be an I here. And then TCK. I think you got the I in the wrong spot. What's the word?
Shtick.
Yeah, I like my way better. And why did you pick shtick? Because you have one up your butt?
No, because it's a Yiddish word adopted into the English language, meaning a comic routine. And our show is very comedic.
Are you reading that?
Why would I have to read it? I know this one. I'm part Yiddish.
Because it looked like you were reading it.
Okay.
So is it related to the word schmuck?
No. Well, yes, but no.
I think it is.
Okay. Here's what happened.
The schmuck is Yiddish also.
It is, but it's different. Here's what happened. I finished my latest Reader's Digest, and I remembered about all the times you wanted me to do stuff from Reader's Digest. And at the very end of the book were Yiddish words that were adopted into the English language. And I said, I know most of these words. So I decided I was going to start using them as the word of the day for a week.
Oh.
See?
Do you know any synonyms or antonyms for shtick?
Stuck, schmuck, stuk.
Like facetious, goofy, flaky, fool, humorous, ironic,
totally
nutty, whimsical. No, for grins, off the wall, witty,
shits and giggles,
priceless, funny, joking, ridiculous, stuff like that.
You do know it's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits.
Yep, that's what you do. So with that, I just want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision.
If you subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels, go to whathappened.world, which is getting better. It's actually getting fixed. I've got to call my cousin, my nephew.
Good.
See if I can get him on the show. But yeah. So I want you to go down to whathappened.world. Scott will keep fixing it. Thank you, Scott. And I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Crazy. And you still amaze me.